So this for me is week 4 of the I4ELT course. Uh, it's actually much later than that because we're already in January, and I am grateful that Dr. Deutsch has allowed me to continue to work on this with all of the interruptions and distractions that we've had for the last month or so here in Los Angeles. But it is the 4th week of material, and this project is to sort of describe some of the things that I've worked on in the first 3 weeks. So the course that we're looking at here is my Google site that I created for that very purpose, displaying the materials. In the first week, what you see here, what we were asked to do is to find an article from somewhere and then use AI tools to work with that material. And the first thing that I did was use NotebookLM to create a deep dive conversation. And in fact, uh, after this video is uploaded to YouTube, I'll be making a deep dive conversation podcast about this very video as well. Moving on to week 2, really learned a lot in week 2. The most interesting part was the integration of using AI images along with AI text. And in this particular project, the idea was to create a story, AI generated story from a prompt, and then also an image along with it. I'm really very, very pleased with this image. The type of story I chose comes from Jewish folk tales, the people of Helm, basically a 19th or 18th century European village in which all of the inhabitants are not the brightest. But in any case, I really like the way that the graphic that was created reflects that Eastern European feeling. The particular story was about a large stone that ended up in the middle of town, and there you can see it. The basic story that was created and the way this was done, the prompt said AI creates one sentence, and then I create a sentence, and then the AI, and then alternating until the story was finished. So it started out with once upon a time in a land where dreams and reality intertwined, there was a small village known as Helm. And then the next sentence was created by the AI. One chilly autumn day, the villagers discovered that a massive boulder had somehow rolled into the center of town, blocking the main road entirely. That sets up the problem, and later on in the story, the villagers try to come up with a way to solve that problem. I was very, very pleased with the way the story turned out. Then the second task for that week was again to create some text in using ChatGPT, and then use an image creator. In this case, it was the Bing image creator to create some pictures that would then be a book from bookcreator.com. So let me flip over to the way that looks like. So here's the actual book online at bookcreator.com. And again, I'm very, very pleased with the way the images came out for the most part. I tried to recreate a feeling of a Klimt artwork. So if you notice a lot of golds and those beautiful pastel colors along to accompany this story. The hardest part about creating these images, which I do need more practice in, was to make them consistent throughout the story. So the story is about Maria, so you can see in the different pages she has different appearances. In this first one, she's very, very young, uh, and in others, it's more like a teenager, a young woman, and so a very mature woman. So this is something that I would need to look into more, is how to maintain the consistency of the images, the people in the images. I think I did pretty good with the overall uh, tone, the golds, the silvers, and um, the uh, general content of the pictures. So I was very pleased with this online story. So in week 3, we started with Magic School in Reina. Magic School is a very robust AI program intentionally meant for teachers. I counted more than 80 different AI tools available to teachers for free to use. And so the idea here was to find a video and then use the tools to create different types of learning materials. So there were summaries. I was able to use the tools to make them at various reading levels to provide variety. And then I used Magical also to create a dialogue about uh, the video. And then it gets posted in our school LMS, which is Schoology. Magical was also able to create comprehension questions, and then I was able to convert those into the Schoology learning management system. Unfortunately, there wasn't an easy way to import those. I was only able to use the text and retype. Uh, Magical also created some discussion questions that I was able to uh, use in the Schoology course. So again, quite a few activities, a very, very interesting uh, AI website. We moved on to using Diffit, another AI tool, again using the video, converting the video to text, and then using Diffit to summarize it and create more learning materials. NotebookLM, as I mentioned before, very, very intriguing website where you can generate a podcast from a video. Basically, you get the URL for the video, you use it to use that video to create a transcript, and then the Notebook LM creates a conversation they call a deep dive podcast, where one or two people are discussing whatever the topic is, and you're able to uh, customize the levels of the language here as well. So that was very, very interesting. And again, you have summaries and transcripts of the conversation, and then the conversation is performed by two AI voices that sound very, very realistic. Then for that week, the final app was Mizu. And with Mizu, you create a conversation bot. You provide instructions for how the bot will respond to students. And in this case, again, I gave it a topic of climate change. And I'll hopefully be able to share that with students so they can try it out. Okay, finally, in the 4th week, the first activity this week was using RiffBot AI to create a reflection activity. In this case, the RiftBot was structured so that students would have a reflective conversation about the textbook that they're using in class. Our particular textbook is called Side by Side, and it's based on conversations. Vocabulary and grammar are taught in the context of many conversations. And so I asked the students to answer and describe their feelings about using conversations as the springboard for learning grammar and vocabulary. And I hope to have some uh, responses from students, perhaps as soon as this Saturday, but most likely next Saturday when I have a chance to try it out with students. And that's it. I want to again thank Dr. Deutsch for allowing me to persevere and complete the projects, even though I went way over the 4 weeks. I must say that I learned a great deal about using AI as a tool for instruction. So thanks again, Dr. Deutsch, and I look forward to completing the entire course very shortly.